The concept of a dream is probably an irrationality of itself. When it comes to dreams and dreaming is sort of a thought that's in your mind, even if it's a subconscious thought, and it's more like watching a movie than being anything that insightful, but people can get drawn to them, think about them, and want them even. But there comes a time when you have to realize that dreams are not reality. And when you try to get your dreams out of your mind and into reality and it doesn't work, then you can have many side effects to not being able to achieve whatever it is you're dreaming about. And one of them can be anger and frustration. And another one can be disbelief that what you have inside your mind is so right for you that it just has to be real, and if it's not, then there's something going wrong. But when you sort of try to impact your life with another person's life, and try to involve other people outside of you and your home into a dreamland, then that's when it becomes dangerous. People get stalkers, people get hurt, injured, killed. People have all this violence done to them when they shouldn't be even meeting it, because someone's planned for others to be violent to them. And the plan has worked, but that doesn't mean it's right, sort of thing. So that's when it can become dangerous, when you're trying to make your dreams real and it just has to be real. You're going to punish everyone until it is real. I mean, that's when it becomes something very dangerous and more like some psycho game in a way. A person just dementing the world just because they have thoughts inside their mind that they'd rather have than not have them, sort of thing. And they have thoughts inside their mind which make their rationality conjure up the idea of what life will be like if they put all the pieces together. And that's not true. Like, whatever they're thinking, if they feel alone at the end of the day, then they're thinking foolishness, and they're even thinking irrationally, even if they don't want to believe it. And it will make them mad and crazy over not being able to achieve things, make them feel caged in, like they've been let down and people have stopped them and they'd be in heaven if they didn't, sort of thing. And that's when dreams are very dangerous. I mean, obviously it's a very involving psychometric thought in a way, which a person might go psychotic over because they feel like without it that life is redundant or nothing or less than what they want, not applicable. And they don't want that. They don't want to sit and stew in something that they don't like. They want to aim for something they do like. But unfortunately, it can lead to a lot of violence and disruption and hurt others, hurt themselves, and leads to a lot of tears and screams and means of violence to be able to escape what they feel is a cage or a letdown that leads to their lives being let down. because they haven't been able to get what they want, you know. So that's why people don't talk about dreams. In the past, there's been a ban on anything insightful or involving a spirit, because people will get homicidal when you outline the word spirit and soul and anything that's invisible. People die, people go homicidal, they go crazy, and they kill people, and people die, you know, and dreams are the same. They're very involving, and people can be injured and people can be killed over them. So that's why it's really important to just keep dreams to yourself in your mind. And if the world seems to put on a green light, and that means that you might be able to achieve whatever you're thinking about. But if the world is a red light, and you really finding it hard to connect things, and you have to think, well, maybe I can do something else new, rather than, oh no, my dream is not going to be real, and the world is going to come to an end. And maybe you should be thinking, well, that didn't work, now I have to think of something else, because otherwise you might feel let down your whole life, and you might try to escape and try to hurt others, and who don't want their lives to be ruined by yours. And yeah. Okay, and this is a question for me. Did I ever have a dream? Yes, I have many dreams, very basic ones, which I'm still trying to achieve. But I'm not going outrageous over them. I just do little things to try and make a bigger picture, and I think all these little things end up being your life, But I do have things that I want. They usually have little to do with other people and more to do with myself and things that I want. But they're there, in the back of my mind somewhere, beyond other people's hands. And they help you once you set goals and make achievements, but seriously, you really have to keep it in the back of your mind. I mean, I definitely got mine in the back of my mind, because and it'd be in the front of my mind, and I might be living it if others hadn't let me down. I've got that same complaint. Others let me down, people are attacking me and hurting me. And now I've got nothing, and I've just said again, what am I wanting? I'm wanting the same thing I wanted before, and it costs money, and I don't have any, and etc. I mean, I've got the same things that I wanted since I was 16, since I was 18, since I was 24, since I was 26, since I was, since forever, and now I'm like my age, and it's, I tried to keep the fantasy of office people, the fantasy is they don't get work till they're 38, and by the time they're 45, they've got their house and kids. And so I think to myself, okay, well, this is the older dream of being old and wanting things. But I didn't have a wild child, teenage, mid-20s life like you're supposed to have. I mean, you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, you've gone wild, and now, you're 35, 38, whatever, and now it's time to really focus, gotta get a job, And that's a really old style thing that adults used to go through. Maybe they finish college and they're 30 something, and they've got all these diplomas and things and no job, and they have to look for one, and they get one, and then their life slowly connects by the time they're in their 40s. So I've sort of got that in the back of my mind while I'm sort of still thinking about the same things I thought about before. But I do have dreams. They just don't involve other people, and if other people attack me and they're thinking they're little fantasy things, and I think that blows because it really affects me in a negative way, and I have really no way to recover if once I've been infected and affected, and I've done things, crazy things, wild things that basically result in you screaming and running away from these people, and now look what's happened, Now look what's happened to me, and everyone else has just run off to do their big lives, and what do you know? You're stuck with nothing except an empty plate, which you have nothing to do with. I mean, what can you do with an empty plate? Nothing. You just look at it